Hi, Patrick. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and apologies for reaching out to you on this channel. I just have no other way of contacting you, so I wanted to give this a try. But would love to talk with you about being an investor in our new voter information platform. And I'll give you the abridged version here. It all started back in actually 2016, but 2018 is a good example as well. Is I'm held up my voter information guide, the booklet, and flipping through it, and in 2018, Gavin Newsom didn't even bother putting a profile in there. And I remember saying to my wife, hey, if Steve Jobs ran elections in this country, do you think this is what we would get? Do you think we'd get this booklet? And I said, no. I said it would be, online and mobile and social. It would look like iTunes. It would have all the candidates with profiles, and you'd be able to click through and do research and favorite and share and do all these things. Um, so with that, I started looking around and I figured, well, someone has to have already built this because the technology's there, the business model's there. It's just online dating for candidates. And there was nothing out there. So I started building this thing, did a student mock election for my kids' high school or middle school, and then later did the national student parent mock election, which was almost 5 million students and teachers throughout the country, and heading into doing another one. So this is the platform. It literally puts voters back in charge of the vote, and this is what it looks like. So what it is every voter gets a free ballot, and on that ballot, this will be your ballot with all the races on it, and you'll be able to, do everything you can do if we had online voting, but you can't actually vote. So here's what the ballot looks like, and you'll be able to see the dates there. You can click on this, and you can see important dates leading up to this election. So it's really a hub for everything voting. You can, sorry, my cursor disappeared there. You can click on this, put your address, find your polling place. You can do favorites and print out your ballot, and I can show you that another time. But you can now scroll down and see all of the races that are on your ballot. You can see propositions and measures and those that are pending. In other words, you can click through to the pending ones, see who's supporting, see who's opposing, see how many signatures they have. You can do all this thing, all these from this central site. And then as the candidates start to build their profiles and become certified for the ballot, you can click through and you'll be able to see them start populating your ballot. And you'll say, great, I can see all the candidates now that are running for City Council District 4. And this is a good example of, Kimberly here can be spending $375,000 on her election, and Mike Young can be spending $500. But it won't matter to me because I don't care about billboards or TV ads or radio ads. This is where I'm going to make my decision, and they're side by side, so I can click through and I can check out, Mike's resume essentially, and I can see where he stands on the issues. And again, I can click through all of those. And since the candidates build and manage and update their own profiles, just like they do their own Facebook page or Twitter account or LinkedIn, um, all of this information will be current. There'll be click-throughs. They can put whatever they want on here. So I'll be able to see all the information. I'll be able to see all the groups and organizations and individuals that are endorsing this candidate. And if I like this candidate, I can favorite the candidate, and now he'll move to that first position. This will be grayed out a little bit so it's nice and prominent, so I know who I'm going to vote for. And if I want, I can also share his candidate profile on social media. And then I can go down to the state races, and I can start going through this same process, watching videos, um, see where they stand on the issues. Again, I can do kind of a quick look at the other candidates, and then I can drill down into this. And since it's all the same format, it makes it really easy for we voters to be able to compare the candidates side by side on all the issues, and other things that they're putting up here. So this right here is called trusted sources. And trusted sources are groups and organizations and individuals that I opt into. So when I first sign up, I don't want to see all of the endorsements, or I don't want to see all of the groups and organizations and what they think, or I just want to see the ones that I trust. So with that, I can click on trusted sources, and I can start going through and adding these to my ballot. here I can type it in and search for, say, Moms Demand Action. I want to, check them out. I can click straight through, and then I can see all of the candidates and all of the measures that they're voting for. And if I like what they, or who are they're endorsing, I can click straight through, and that will update my ballot. I can even do, all of them if I want, and all of the propositions and measures will be updated on my ballot as well. And then obviously I can change my mind and, that type of stuff. So I'm clicking through here, and then I'm also going to look for my friend Sarah Smith, who I like a lot, and I know she's really into politics, so she is up there as well. And this functions just like Facebook groups and Facebook friends, right? Where I'm really just adding people that I know. And now when I'm on my ballot and I click on trusted sources, I'll be able to see just the groups and organizations and individuals that I trust. So Sarah here looks like she's uploaded a video about her time that she worked with Tulsi, and she says she's great, so I can listen to that. And then I can also listen to Unite America's take and why they're going to endorse Tulsi for this position, as well as the Joe Rogan podcast. So to give you an idea, how easy this is for Joe Rogan to do and for someone like you to do, is that Joe has his ballot, and his the state level races are obviously the same as mine, being in San Francisco. We're both in California. So he's just able to go through, do the same thing, look at all the issues, and then he uploads his video right here and just publishes that endorsement, right? So now I'm back here and I can see his video and his endorsement, when I click on that and I decide to favorite. I'm not going to do an endorsement, but now you can see Tulsi is here back on my ballot, and I'm going to, share her on social media, etc. And now this person that I sent this to can do the same thing. You can go through this candidate's profile, tries to favorite. They say, nope, sign up with social media. It's that simple. They can just click and sign up with social media. And now they're on their ballot and they agree with my choice. So they're going to go ahead and favorite Tulsi. And then Robert here is going to add a bunch of trusted sources, and he's going to move over to the propositions. And maybe this is what his thing is. There's proposition 2, right? That was like his main thing on the ballot. So he goes there, watches the explainer video, scrolls through his own trusted sources and starts listening to what they have to say. He can go pros and cons, get a nice balance. He can even open up some that are uncovered, right? That are groups and organizations that have a position on it, but they weren't part of his trusted sources, but he wants to hear what they have to say. So he can do that as well. And then he votes, and if he wants, he can put his own little endorsement in there and, maybe a picture, and publishes it. And then, he's done. So back to my ballot, I'm going to finish out some things, and then I'm going to look at all my favorites, double check them. Everything looks good. I'm going to find my polling place, and away I go. So that's it. The business model is candidates build and manage their own profile, just like online dating. We're thinking anywhere between $199 and $399 per election, based on the level of office that you're running for. There's about 500,000 offices cycled through 4 years. Probably about 75% of those are every 2 years. And we're looking at somewhere around 1 million candidates. We think there's going to be actually much more when the platform starts gaining, traction, and it becomes really easy for people to run for office, especially local office. But even with the numbers of, let's say, 1 million candidates at an average of $299 per election, you can see how those numbers can get real big real quickly. It's also something that is, applicable to every democracy in the world. So it's really just doing what so many other industries have already done, which has gone online and mobile and social. It's just the elections department, for some reason, has been overlooked, and no one has jumped into that space. Anyway, thanks a lot. And again, would love to demo the site for you. We have most of this stuff done. And talk with you about, go-to-market strategy and a variety of other things. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.